This is a very interesting case, and what I'm going to show you is basically how important culture is and how possible it is to do interactive advertising or marketing without talking about social media and technology. Okay, this picture, Pizza Hut. Okay, how many of you have seen Pizza Hut in China? Does it look like a fast food restaurant or Italian family restaurant? That's because pizza is still considered exotic cuisine by the Chinese. So they see actually going to Pizza Hut as a family experience. So what I'm trying to say is, the moment your brand set foot in China, if it wants to root itself there, it's going to undergo some transformation through interaction with consumers. Okay, let's talk about two brands in China with two very different market results. Okay, Nike has always been very good at making things people want. Okay, and Adidas is not as popular as Nike, so they have to spend more effort at making people want things. In a nutshell, this is what marketing is about. What actually happened is that Nike is losing so much ground in China to Adidas and other sports brands that it's really very frightening. The Nike Plus Plus, which has won so much marketing accolades, totally cannot sell in China. Adidas has almost caught up with Nike. And right now, Nike has to set up close to, I think, 1,000 discount stores in China just to get rid of their inventory. So how can Nike, a brand who's a master of marketing, fail so badly in China? All this research is this year. Very simple. Why are you selling performance, athleticism to a population that is becoming more lazy, more stay at home, but spending more time on mobile and social media and playing games? Is your message getting to the masses? No. Adidas, however, made an adjustment. My friend, who was the digital marketing manager at Adidas in China, he actually worked on Nike before he joined Adidas. And the key thing that we talked about is that, okay, so when is Adidas going to market to women? Then he told me this year. Then he said, so how are we going to market to women? I mean, like Nike women has owned the ground about well-toned bodies, very athletic-driven women. Then we came upon a simple insight. So why not we target women that Nike would never thought of targeting? Basically, women who just go to a gym, pull their waist a bit, dress something cool, chit-chat with their friends 80% of the time, and see it as a social occasion. And that's the idea, the angle behind Adidas' first women's campaign in China. I think the results speak for itself. This is the key thing. Some comments. This is exactly how they feel towards sports. Okay? This encouraged me to do sports because it's not so stressful. I'm chilling with my friends. I'm doing some like calisthenics. And sports doesn't have to be hard. This is totally what Nike cannot say in this advertising. And they tie with Hebe, an influencer. And if you notice, the moment this campaign started, there's more online social chatter from women as compared to men where Adidas is concerned. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. Consumer culture stands in the way of marketing in China. You either work with it or you'll be defeated by it. And this is happening at a global level. The Amaze generation, which is another way of saying millennials or Gen Y, they're reducing retail stores into showrooms. Basically, they don't go there to buy. This is happening very bad in UK right now, and it's going to happen in China in the next few years. And why is this happening? There's a few reasons. Media has vastly changed. There's 4 types of media. And because there's so much media fragmentation has happened at this level, attention span has split as well. So you have to tell people 3 to 5 times before they get something, and you can't use the same message, same visual, same slogan all the time. Media fragmentation also makes content marketing even more important than before. This is a typical online to on-site campaign planning or journey that my agency normally does for clients. First thing that we want to do is to spark our conversation. We want to come up with content-heavy, social media-driven campaigns around brand values to create buzz, raise product awareness, drive lead generation. Without content, people can't search for your brand. So the moment all this interesting content is up there, we incite people to go search for more content about this brand or product. This is where they actually get interested. And this is the most important thing. At any integrated campaign, be it for branding and tactical, you must drive to trial. Drive to trial is at the heart of any marketing campaign in China. So my third stage is I have to find a way to do a sampling, roadshow, okay, just to get them more into the experience. But the thing is, I still have to get them into the stores. So this is basically the approach. And what's the last stage? The last stage is simple. Even for those people who are not converted at the sampling stage or at the in-store shopping stage, we want them to showroom. That means even if I can't convert you at the in-store, I hope that you have seen enough about the brand that you consider making a future purchase at the brand's e-commerce platform online. But this type of approach requires a very interesting mix of different type of media, between bought media, earned media, created media, owned media. So this is actually not easy to do. Okay, but there are a few ways to do it. Let me show you something. Okay, this was a campaign I helped a friend. And my friend was the CD at Saatchi and Saatchi. He had shared this brief, Nippon paint. Key thing is the client just wanted consumers to feel the texture of this new paint. And then he asked me this simple question: how do we make this go viral? Okay, this is the answer. We also had webcams strategically located to capture interactions and stream the content online, where the PR agency PR the crap out of it. We also PR that as well.
只要跟他生活在一起，都是幸福，都是甜的。
Okay, this campaign started in China, was very successful. Clients doing it again this year, but in 3 cities. They're also doing it in the rest of Asia. But the thing is, was there any technology or social media heavily used? No. It was just an interesting experience that extended from on-site to online. And there was story in it. There was a feel-good social responsibility feeling to it. And that's why the campaign was fairly well liked. Okay. Key thing, no matter what you do, when it comes to marketing in China, first thing you need to do is social media listening. The best companies are the ones that are featured here. CIC, Digital Jungle, but CIC is probably the authority in China in this area, but they're also the most expensive. Normally, when we do listening, we listen for brand management reasons, market management / competitor analysis, and crisis management. But most of the time, I'm concerned about brand management. Okay, so basically, most of you know social media listening, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Okay, this is the other thing. So what if I don't have a budget? Then do this. The best form of social media listening is on search platforms, not on social platforms. I mean, you can still search on Weibo, but listening on Baidu allow me to gain a lot of demographics data about the people searching for the brand or product, and all this is free. And Baidu is becoming very smart ass because now they are my competitor. They told P&G that, hey, I noticed that a lot of women keep searching this on Baidu. Basically, what age group is Olay designed for? Like 25-year-old? And in response to this finding, Olay developed a new cream with the message, hold on to age 25. This was a very, very interesting campaign where search data actually becomes a very interesting customer engagement campaign. Okay? Social media listening also helps you determine your marketing KPIs and strategy. A few of you have asked, what determines success? Success can come in various forms. Here are a few. One, the number of content reshares, the increase in fans, the increase on topics on your Weibo platform. And Jiavi is basically, it's like an official verified Weibo page. So these are a few things that you can take note. But please bear in mind, all these KPIs actually favor news angles. And this is the key thing I want to mention up front. It's either news or entertainment on social networks. So whatever you do on social platform, find a way to turn your campaign into a news or entertainment piece. Otherwise, no one's going to cover it or share it. Because these people don't share ads with their friends most of the time. Okay? Give you an example. Like newsjacking, very often used in China. This piece of content went viral global-wide. Basically, the ladies, they were using these two pictures to hint at the size of the penis of the two presidential elects. Okay? North Face was commenting on the increasing stress of Chinese people, so was telling them that why not you try climbing a mountain? You feel lighter once you sweat it out. Okay? This is such a simple thing. There's such a thing called human search engines. And Wang Ming learned also cyber manhunt. This happens especially in Northeast Asia. And it's just that when netizens are interested about a topic, they go all out to find the details. Like this lady that greeted Obama, she was so pretty. Like a few 100,000 people went to find out who she was. And L'Oreal was smart enough in China to make use of this trend. They launched the rosebeauty.com.cn BBS platform with a poem written by a supposed customer of Rose Beauty, who wrote such a moving piece in Chinese poem, but she didn't leave any of her real details beyond a social media alias. So L'Oreal did this simple activation, asking people to help locate this particular customer so they can reward her. Anyone who finds her will get the same reward. About 100,000 online netizens willingly got mobilized for this. So this is how simple it is when your campaign is becoming a news platform. Okay, airlines. Please be very careful when you go into China, where Weibo is concerned. China Airlines is the most hated Weibo page on China. Second most hated, China Eastern. I'm sure you all have read enough news about the relentless airport delays. Okay, so China Airlines got smart a few years back. Okay, they got this. Okay, this was a deliberate planted story. They got this staff who supposedly left his iPad on the plane. Within 30 minutes, this lady, from a supposed air stewardess from China said, "Don't worry, we'll find it for you." And our official spokesperson from the China Eastern page actually sent him a Weibo tweet that the staff is on its way. For that 1 week, the comments on their Weibo page is actually quite positive. Okay, so these are things do happen.